anticipating anything good, but try it one more time. So I'll probably my last time will be at 2 o'clock. At 2 o'clock, it's still messed up, and I'm just gonna call it, man. I do want to play this. I just want to finish it up, so put it away. But we'll see what happens. More than likely, it's not gonna work. I've been testing it the last hour or two, and it's just been constantly dropping off. So it's already lost 200 frames in 10 seconds. It's definitely something. There's interference somewhere. Interference is dropping the connection. I did an upload tester to Restream and to Twitch, and it said, yeah, your connection is very unstable. So it's definitely some interference somewhere. It's just all over the place. I just don't know what's going on. So more than likely, there's just something in the air that's blocking the signal, or the servers are just really hammered right now, and they just can't prioritize me. Sucks. Our infrastructure is really bad. So I might have to finish this on Wednesday. Play because at least during the week it shouldn't be slow. Usually in the week I don't get any throttling issues because people are all working and people don't really play games during the week. Usually the weekend is usually the worst time to play games. I get a lot of people that can't stream. Obviously, Saturdays and Fridays are the biggest streaming days. But yeah, during the week it's not as much, not as many streamers. But yeah, this I was doing tests on my Twitch, I guess, inspector, and, and Twitch inspector was gave me a good report. But yeah, it definitely says that it's definitely giving me a lot of unstable tests. I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, just it's dip. Looking at it right now. Still dropping. Said my Twitch thing was saying unstable. Yeah, like I said, doing speed tests, but yeah, it's more like inconsistency. It's just really unstable. It's not the speed, it's the stability. So I don't know how long this is gonna go on for. There's times where I'll go like 8 hours straight and just issues, and all of a sudden they just go away, and it'll be fine the rest of the night. And then there's other times where it messes up for like an hour or 30 minutes, and then it's fine. So it just really depends. it's definitely something on the internet side. It's just man, wireless internet sucks, dude. Yeah, if you guys ever have internet, man, don't get wireless internet. Wireless internet's the absolute worst. It's really not fun. It's really not the way to go. Yeah, like they're doing the tests. Like last night, there were six instabilities, but then for 6.1 hours straight, not a single instability. And on the September 5th, one instability. September 4th, four instabilities out of 9 hours. But yeah, this one is like instabilities, like 27 minutes, six instabilities. 21 minutes, six instabilities. 7 minutes, five instabilities. So, yeah, there's definitely something going on. Like I said, yesterday it was fine. It's today, man. Today's bad. It's really bad. Yeah, like I said, I've never seen it this bad before. I really haven't. So I have a feeling it's not going to get fixed tonight. It probably won't get fixed till tomorrow. That's my guess. But I can't stream tomorrow. I got to go to work. Yeah, I just reported two more instabilities in the last 2 minutes. Five instabilities in 5 minutes. And then seven instabilities before that in 8 minutes. So yeah, we've had 12 instabilities in 14 minutes. That's pretty bad. Yeah, it's just dropping the frames like crazy, man. I just don't know where the interference is coming from. It's crazy. I just don't know where it's coming from. Somewhere there's some weird interference going on. I just wish I knew where it was coming from. But yeah, like if all I know, it could just be the internet. It could be Spectrum. It could be just them having issues because they always have issues. Much money this goddamn company makes, and they can't put a decent infrastructure. Can't manage to, you know, keep their existing customers, you know, with decent, consistent speeds because they don't want to upgrade their network to handle the load. You know, that's expecting too much. God forbid, we spend money on an infrastructure to support, your millions of customers that spend tons of money on your internet. It's amazing. I went over to my friend's house and his mom had, she actually has Frontier's fiber optic in Downey. I was like, man, must be nice to have fucking the fastest internet available with some of the best infrastructure. I'm just like, and there's not many customers on it, so you don't have to worry about things getting throttling as much. Because less people are on the server, that means more throughput. You don't have to worry about throttling. But when there's just too many people on the network, you get tons of throttling. we're just gonna have to work with it right now. So because this is not gonna get fixed anytime soon. All right. So I'm gonna let Twitch operator just run right now in the background while I play. See what happens. So don't worry, you're gonna see lots of dips. So dips are gonna happen. So just unfortunately not much I can do. Anyways, let's finish this game up.
Here comes a daredevil.
I want to beat this game tonight. That's the goal. But yeah, forgive me if the internet connection is just unstable as hell. Good thing I'm not playing fighting games, because I would be livid right now. I already did some more fixes on this game. Okay, so now what do we got right now? Okay, so we need to go to the elevator. Take the elevator down. Take the elevator down, and then get to the top floor. Okay. Yeah, also about the video card, yeah, I think I'm gonna wait till there's supposedly announcements for video card at the end of the month. So for the 4000 series, the 4070, 4080 and 4090. I'm probably gonna wait till the 4070 comes out. Just buy that card for $500 if it's gonna be that much. Or the 4060 Ti, but that's probably not gonna show up till like probably next February. Let's I do want a new video card, but I'd rather just wait for the prices to keep dropping. I can hold out. Eventually, the prices on the 3000 are gonna tank to nothing. You know, they even said online, they're like, yeah, don't spend more than $500 for a high-end car. It's not worth it. Like, yeah, I agree. It's totally not worth it. No point spending all that money. Just to have the card replaced with another card that's going to be superior in so many ways for less money. So, like I said, I'm probably going to get a 4070 or a 4060 Ti. That's more than likely. Or if I can find a 3080. Sorry. Find a 3080 for really cheap. I could find a 3080 for like, 300 to 400 bucks. I might snag one. That'd probably be the price that I'll kind of like flinch. I'll be like, all right, that's the time to get one. That'll be the perfect time. But because I've seen the 3080s, you can get them for like 600 bucks, which is still too high. But if I saw one for 300 or 400 bucks, if it's the 12 gig model, I would say that might be a time to snag. I still think the 4070 is going to be as powerful as a 3090 Ti, and that would be 400 bucks. I'd be like, yeah, I'd rather have that. I'm so confused right now. Sorry, I'm like not thinking straight right now. Kind of frustrated today. I had a frustrating day today. I couldn't think straight. But hopefully tomorrow I get my friend's phone fixed and he's gonna come over. And then hopefully I talk to my friend about his internet and tell him like, hey man, I really think you should get the wired connection. Because he has wireless internet, and I told him wireless is not the greatest. Especially if you have a lot of interference in your home, which he does. I told him, like, yeah, you're better off. I told him you're better off using a wired connection. I said, just go into your house and put the cord. This would cost you like $20 for the cable, and it would be so worth it. It'd be super fast speed, super reliable. I hope I get better internet down the road, though. It's one thing I want more than anything right now is just better internet. The video card I can hold out on. Just having better internet would just make less. I really hate my internet. Like I used to hate Spectrum Wired before, then I hate this one even more. Spectrum I used to hate like just because of the constant outages and constant slowdowns. Uh, this one is just Jesus. It's just because it's wireless. It's just awful. They fixed the stands. Cool, they work now.
Comes
They
Daredevil.
fixed this problem. That was a problem before. You would just clip right through the environments. And it looks like he fixed that. So yeah, now they're actually there's there's detection now. Hey, it's actually not just a walkthrough image. Before that was so funny. You literally just walk through it like it was just flat paper. But now it actually there's actually geometry there. So it's physical geometry. So now it's like, hey, my character interacts with it. Working as intended. Okay, so... Wait a minute. I already opened the... What the fuck? Wow, it's saying... That was hilarious. It's saying I opened the door already. That's hilarious. I had the disc already in the thing and it's saying that, oh, here's the disc again. That's hilarious. That's a bad glitch. So many glitches in this game.
Long gone. What your emperor was planning is no longer relevant to me. For my safety is guaranteed here, since I became the king of this castle.
What?
What are you talking about?
Magnificent. Very impressive indeed. Your strength thus far so far is certainly an obstacle. However, I have been endowed with great power. I am literally invincible, and now your end has come.
Now we will play this minigame because it's hilarious.
It's over. Everyone becomes mad here. That thing there, it bears an earthly power. It protects this place. You'll have to destroy it. There is an incomplete chemical bomb in a room near the library.
But why?
It's your only way out of here. The one and only exit is barricaded, but once this thing is gone, this place will slowly fall apart, and then it's your chance.
Why should I trust you?
'Cause you have to know the truth about your Emperor's blueprints. There are people out there. They will show it to you.
The envelope is not arriving.
He is the hider. No, he would never lie to me. Unintentional. Yeah, it's funny. Like, I have this in here. Hey, you know what it might be? Elevator. I didn't think about that. Maybe that why it gave me another disc. Maybe that's possible. You try it. Let's give it a shot. So here, it's gonna be enemies. Think about putting the disc in there. Click pop. So the chemical UI. Let's see. So that the winding mechanism, chemical and chemicals. Go over here. Hey, I said something else I figured fixing the costume glitch. You can see. So there was a costume I couldn't get before, and I can get it now. Let's see, now I gotta go to the clown house. The enemies over there. The clown house, the elevator, plus the more baddies in here. I think there's a sniper on the corner that killed him. It's on the corner, I think. He's gonna try to shoot me. No, I thought that was. Couple big guys over here. There's another enemies. So a little bit I think. Let's see if the disc is going. Again, it could be just a glitch. It's possible that it just glitched and gave me through. But it could also mean that it was for that room. For the elevator. Because I can never open that elevator. I should be done with this game in about an hour or so. But I played it again. So this is definitely a better version, but it still has a lot of bugs that needs to be fixed. Once the bugs are fixed, it'll be a really solid game. Definitely has. At least the guy who works on it. Like, he's very proactive on fixing issues, not ignoring them. Had to give the guy credit. Works very hard on this game. Let's see if this works. No, it doesn't. I do not know the secret for that. I'm guessing it's probably another item that you need.
Welcome.
Heavy machine gun. Oh god. That's hilarious. Short and shield, that's cool. I like that one. So you get one for you beating each boss.
Welcome.
Sigma bolts, magnum rounds.
Talk to Daredevil.
Some shotgun ammo. And a costume. I have to get the costume.
Welcome.
Enemy and item detection. Oh, that's a pretty cool.
Thank you.
It's pretty cool. I have to show the glitch. Let's look into that. I like this item. See it. You want to do it now. 4 medkits. I use 1. Got half life. Okay, right now. I'll do it later. Boy. That looks sick. That looks sick. I like that. That looks really cool.
Welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I like that item a lot. Looks really cool. Got plenty of shotgun ammo. I'm not gonna save just yet. I'm just gonna try to push as far as I can. Plenty of pistol. I've killed most of the stuff already, so there's not much left to kill. That's cool though, there's an item detector. So in case you miss something, you can just go to all the rooms. I wonder how it works. I'm trying to see how this thing works. Wondering if the thing can say really crazy. Trying to see how it behaves. Yeah, I'm trying to see when there's an item nearby how it, oh, that's how it is. Points to it. Okay. So it turns blue when you're near something. Okay, that's good to know. That's a pretty useful item. Something. What ones? Oh shit, you can shoot these people. You can shoot these people. I never knew that. You could shoot the you can shoot the attending. That's hilarious. I'm killing all the spectators. Because I'm an asshole. It's really hard to see at the symbol. So you murdered her. I think it's an extra combo. All threats now. All the spectators. So they don't give you an achievement for that. Like, you killed everybody. You're an asshole. It's a false positive. I can't get back there again, so I don't think that's supposed to go back there like that. That's it probably thinks the boss is behind there. Any other secrets? It's pretty funny that you can kill all the spectators. Get an extra 15 coins. It's like all these, it all this. Let's go to the other side. It's a good way to backtrack and stuff you missed. Nothing in there. Those extra coins to less more bullets. When I do New Game Plus, whenever I do it. I'll do New Game Plus probably eventually when they update the game some more. Have the new soundtrack and shit. I like to play through it again with the New Game Plus file. Yeah. Yeah. Oh shit. It's not there. It's pretty much done. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if I missed a bunch of stuff. Yeah, New Game Plus is gonna be fun. Be like a nice short 5-hour game. I'll do that one of these days. I'll go through this again. That's when he gets everything fixed. I'm sure I'll add little extras here and there. Because I'm sure within a couple months this will be fully completed. All bugs fixed. Oh, there's another item down there. I don't know what the fuck I picked up. I picked up something, but I don't know what it was. I think it might have been a heal. I think it was a heal. I also think he needs to work on the rendering a little bit because I noticed the rendering seems a little off at higher resolution. Oh, there's another one. Something down there. It's pointing to it. It's on the floor. Says there's something down there. Guessing you need something to break it or something. Yeah, unless it's on another floor, that's possible. It could be affecting something on the floor that's below it. It could be it. There is a lower floor. I don't think there's anything there. I've been pretty thorough. I know there's stuff I haven't been able to open yet. I guess as you might have to play through New Game Plus. What's up, K2? How you doing, dude? Good seeing you. Doing okay? I haven't tried it because my internet's been utter shit lately, and I mean it's hard playing Melty Blood. So P4U, I know they updated it, but at the same time, I haven't bothered trying. Like my internet's been so shitty lately, dude. It's been really bad. I can barely play fighting games. It's so unstable. Like people play me in fighting games, and it's just I'm literally stuttering like crazy. It's really bad. So until I get better internet, man, I really don't see myself playing fighting games very much because it's just hard. It really is. I want to, I would, but that's why I play more offline games because I don't have to deal. I don't have to deal with that shit. That's why I've been playing offline games mostly. I don't know how do you pull those down. Never could figure out how to pull these things down. Yeah, that's about it, dude. Not much else. Yeah, like I said, I would play fighting games, man. It's just frustrating. So, yeah, I mean, it's horrible when you're like, playing games and you're just teleporting everywhere, and then people don't want to play with you because it's just your internet's shitty, and they're just like, I play one match and they're done. And it's like I'd like to play more, and then I get frustrated because I can't do any of my combos and setups because I'm just constantly dropping them because the stuttering. So it's like I don't even want to try. You know what I mean? Like, I really want to play fighting games. I feel like the only way I'm ever going to play fighting games is if I literally have to go over somebody else's house, and I don't want to do that. I'll be like, oh, can I use your internet so I can play my computer? I mean, I'm a 42-year-old grown man, I shouldn't be doing that shit. Like, come on. I'm too old for that crap. I should be having reliable internet where I'm at. I shouldn't have to go somewhere to play reliable internet. To me, that's just silly. I should have good internet. I should have fiber optic in this area. I wish, Frontier or something like that would come in here and put the infrastructure in. I would pay for it. I would love to have that kind of internet in my area. I'll pay $50, $60, $70 a month for that shit. Have good, fast internet. With low latency. Because I could play fighting games perfectly. Online games would be perfect. But without a good connection, it's too difficult. So you can, I mean, you can understand my dilemma. It's like I don't want to quit playing fighting games. But at the same time, it's a headache. You know, I'm trying to look for a better solution. Like I don't. This solution sucks. Like I will say, this is not like an ideal solution for fighting games. Like I personally think this internet is very bad. Like it works, but it's all over the place. Like there's times it'll work good, and then there's other times it don't work. It just doesn't work. So like earlier today, I mean, my God, it was the upload was. I don't know how it is now. I don't know if you guys are getting tons of drop frames. I mean, let me look right now. Let's see what the. No, I think it stopped. Yeah, I think it stopped. Let me look at my Twitch inspector. Yeah, it's been consistent now. I think it's been. I think it's consistent. Yeah, it's been really like tonight's been especially bad. Like the internet's been. This is probably the worst I've seen my internet. The internet tonight has been exceptionally bad. Like I'm having trouble streaming. You know, I'm doing shit offline and I'm having trouble. Like when you're having trouble streaming offline, that's pretty bad. You shouldn't be having trouble offline. The game runs fine. It's just when I'm streaming, you'll just see hiccuping when you're talking to me. Like I'll be just disconnecting, reconnecting, disconnecting, reconnecting, disconnecting, reconnecting. I'm just like, oh my God. So, but yeah, K2, that's all I've been doing, man. I mean, I love to talk to you about fighting games, but I've just been frustrated, dude. No, it's for a guy who loves fighting games as much as I do. You know, you figure, like, oh man, this guy would play it all the time. Like, yeah, you'd be surprised though how a bad internet connection can really um, ruin your experience. It really can. For fighting games, internet connection and consistency is everything. It's like literally the only option I would have is I have to go play locals, and I don't want to play locals. I don't want to have to spend time out of my day just to go to an event just so I can play people. You know, online. To me, it's not worth it. Like, oh, I want to go play Melty Blood. I'm gonna have to go travel somewhere to go meet a bunch of strangers, just to play matches. And and I can't stream it, so it's like I like to stream my matches. You know, just to show people like, hey, people can watch. Yeah, I pretty much gotta wait until I have a new internet provider in my area. Hopefully. I would like wired infrastructure, but I've talked to my manager, and he said you're maybe looking at a couple of years at best to get infrastructure built here, and that's if we even do it. He said he's talked to people, but it's too expensive. The amount of money that they want to install the infrastructure is way too much. They want millions of dollars. I'm like, yeah, we're not going to spend millions of dollars for internet. You know, there's no way. It wouldn't be worth it to any company to spend that kind of money when you could just get wireless. You know, the infrastructure's already there. All you gotta do is upgrade the towers, and then boom, you just gotta connect to their equipment. But the equipment is, I'm waiting for them to give, like, my only option I really have over here is, and if it comes, is T-Mobile home internet. But I've been reading people say if you have the equipment and you have a good booster on your house, they say you can get pretty strong signal with really fast speeds. That's if you can get a good signal strength with the tower. They say it's pretty good. Like you can get really strong signal. But the problem, they said, it's not super consistent unless you're really close to the tower, which I'm like 2 miles away from the tower, which is not too far. But I do need an amplifier because the tower is I got a lot of trees where I live. So there's a lot of trees where I live, so unfortunately I have interference, so I'd still have to buy the equipment. I don't mind spending the money on the equipment to get it. That's kind of what they do here too. They use equipment. The only difference is it would be on my property, which is I'm trying to get it off my neighbor's property because I have a wired line to his house, and I don't really want to do that because I'm trying to get it off his roof. So I want to keep it on my roof, so it's on my property. I can do what I want. But yeah, all I can hope is if if I get a signal thing booster, it's much stronger, and then it'll actually reach the tower, and I get 5 bars of signal. If that happens, then I'm in the clear. And I know T-Mobile, if you're on their fastest band, you'll get you can get up to like 800 megs per second, which is that's perfect world. I know I'm not going to get that fast, but my guess is maybe with 300 megs per second and 40 meg upload. That's what I would anticipate, which is really good. It's a lot better than what I have now. Problem is latency. Latency on wireless is not the greatest. That's one thing I read consistently with most internet service providers that are wireless. It's latency. Latency is the biggest problem. Sometimes it'll be good. It'll be fairly good latency, and other times, man, it's bad. It's really bad. There's other times where it's really fucking bad. Yeah, there's no easy solution, unfortunately. Unless I sell my house and move out. I mean, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not. I can't sell my house just to go have internet. That's stupid. I would never consider that. That'd be such a far-fetched idea. I would never do something that insane. So I bought this house. I'm stuck with it for the next 18 years. Maybe in 18 years when I move, but it's 18 years, man. I don't want to wait that long to play a fighting game. I'm just hoping within the next year that they have better options, and I can get a stronger signal and get some better equipment, and hopefully the consistency is a little better, and I can actually play games. But as of now, yeah, it's really, I really don't have a good solution. It's just unfortunate. That's just the reality of it. Yeah. So you can understand my frustration. I'm very frustrated. It sucks, dude. It really does. I hope you don't have to go through that, man. But out of all the things I got going in my life, internet is not one of them. We just have this is one thing. This is the only thing I regret living here is if I would have known better, if I would have known if I would have found another place that had cheap space rent where they had wired infrastructure, I would have rather lived there, to be honest. But yeah, it's just one of those things of that's the one negative where buying my house kind of fucked me over. Was the one thing. Like everything else is great. Like I love everything else here. Everything else is fantastic. Like as far as what they offer. You know, I like it's a nice neighborhood. It's got good people. Management here is pretty good. You know, it's a gated community. You know, it's got a swimming pool. It's got a gym. It's got a what do you call it? A recreational center in the back. So it's got a lot of nice stuff here. But outside of that, yeah, everything. It's got parking. Um, let's see. Yeah, the only thing, like I said, internet. That's the only problem here. We have no wired solution here. It's wireless only. The only wired solution we have is dial-up, and dial-up is not something I'm gonna tolerate. Like, fuck that. Like I refuse to get dial-up. Dial-up is that's you're asking the impossible for me. I would never use dial-up. Because they said that the only thing I can get is DSL. I can get wired DSL. Like it's like 5 meg download, 1 meg upload. I mean, you realize how terrible that is. I can't even stream with that. I could play fighting games, but I couldn't stream them. And it's not like I can use one internet connection to stream and one internet connection to fucking play. That's dumb, you know. I'm not gonna do that. That's stupid. Because I asked them, it's like, don't you offer anything faster than that? Like, yeah, we don't have anything quicker. Not for what they said that's the fastest you can get in there. I'm like, that's terrible. I was like, just because they don't have the infrastructure.
Welcome.
So I've asked multiple times. So pretty bad.
Thank you. Thank you.
So that's my dilemma, man. You know, I know my dilemma.
Welcome.
It's not me, dude. It's just my predicament. It's just awful. It's the only way I'm gonna play fighting games. Literally, I'd have to go over to my mom's house. She has great internet where she's at. Her internet's like really fast. Like I could stream at her house. But then I'm like, I don't want to have to go down to my mom's house, drag my computer over there. You know, it's just a pain in the ass. And then I'm gonna spend like 8 hours there. I'm like, she isn't gonna like that. It's like, what are you doing? Why are you playing stupid games? You know, I don't want to hear that. You know, I come to my home for my, you know, this is my sanctuary. You know, I come here to play games, and I don't want to be bothered. You know, and my mom, it's her house. You know, I shouldn't have to bother her with my little hobbies. You know, and I'm not gonna ask my friends if I can use their computer to stream. You know, it's just I'm sorry, it's just not gonna do that. It's just not something I should be doing. I'm sure you understand. It keeps giving me the disc. That's hilarious. It keeps giving me the Warriors disc. I've already picked it up 3 times. It keeps appearing there. Hey, you want it again? I'm like, sure, I want it again. Give me another one. That's hilarious. There's another one. Oh my god, that's such a bad glitch. It just keeps giving me more just like, here's another one. Take another one. Oh man, have as many as you want. That's hilarious. I have all the Warriors discs just because. Yeah, K2, that's all I've been doing, man. Right now, at least I can stream offline games. At least it's not a total flop. And the bag. Oh my god, this is another glitch. Holy shit. Wait a minute. I'm gonna laugh if this comes back and I get that and it's gonna reappear. That's a bad bug. Let's see if it reappears. Oh god, it's got an infinite cogwheel glitch. That's hilarious. It's just gonna keep giving me cogwheels. Oh god, it's funny. Literally, I can literally just break the game and just go. Yeah, I mean, again, it's not worth it, man. Like, I'm not that desperate. I just want to play fighting games. You know, until there's a solution available. Literally infinite money glitch. I can literally just go here and just break the game and just get infinite money. And I could buy everything in the shop. That's hilarious. Yeah, that's a big glitch. I don't think he realized, like, ooh, I fucked up. But yeah, I don't blame you, man. Like, I wouldn't do it either. It's not like it's a matter of pride or nothing. It's just I'm not going to inconvenience someone over something so trivial. Now, if I didn't have any internet at all, let's say they said, "Oh, you can't have internet in this area at all." If they told me that, like literally said, "Oh, internet is impossible to get in here, and you can never get it," like that would be a problem because then at that point I would need I would need to work from home. So without internet, I couldn't do that. So I would be fucked. I'd lose my job. They would be like, I would have to ask them, like, hey, can I accommodate me somehow? Can I work at the office? You know, I would have to do that. But I'm hoping this internet company doesn't go under. I really hope not, because, God, that would suck if this internet company went under. Because if I didn't have any internet at all, I'd be fucked. Yeah, like, and then if that was the case here, and you know, if my manager, like basically they said, oh, we have no internet providers here at all in this area. If my man, I'm sure the park would be in an uproar if there was no internet solution at all. They would be like, yeah, this is a problem. So I'd rather have something than nothing. I mean, at least I can do my work, and at least I could play offline games. You know, it's just what I'm more worried about is I'm hoping we get more competition. More competition's always good. That means, you know, because T-Mobile's coming in, you know, hoping Verizon comes in, because then you have like 3 or 4 choices. It's like, okay, that's good. You know, it's always good to have competition because that means you'll have a solution. But when you literally are the only show in town, like they literally don't have. They have no opposition to the service here. There's no other option. You either get dial up or you get satellite internet, which is satellite is garbage unless you have Starlink. Starlink's good. Starlink I heard is really good, but Starlink is super expensive, and there's a huge waiting list for it. You're gonna be waiting at least a year to get Starlink, and then the equipment's like $600, and it's $150 a month, which is not cheap. I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna spend that much money for internet. That's too much. Like, and even then, it's better than what I have now. It's about 2, 3 times better than what I have now. But it's still wireless, and it's going off a satellite. And there are blackout periods. They say that you can there are times where the internet just won't work because the satellites will be in certain trajectory, and you just get no signal. So they don't happen very often, but they do happen. So the benefit from Starlink is you have a high-speed internet solution that's in rural areas. I mean, this is not a rural area per se, but because of what happened in the park, we are rural now. We weren't rural. We used to have Spectrum wired here. Like we used to have that. We used to have that in the park here. But the person got pissed off and told Spectrum to get the fuck out of the park, and says, "Hey, take all your shit out of here." So, which was complete horseshit. I couldn't believe that she did that. I was so upset. I was like, I said, you gotta be shitting me that you would do something so fucking stupid like that. Like, literally gut an entire infrastructure of internet from the park because you're having a PMS fit. Because you don't want them here. I'm like, well, it's not hurting you. What the fuck is the point? Like, what's the problem? You know, what is the problem? Like, just leave it here. It's not hurting anybody, but she was like, no, I don't want it here. And I heard there's like, she literally does not want, like, they've been trying to come in to, we've like been fighting with them. But yeah, it's one of those gray area things where it's like, we have to get like permission from the owner to let them in here. And then problem is the amount of money. They don't want to spend the money. Because they basically it's going to cost us millions of dollars to put the infrastructure back in. I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to spend the park's not going to spend millions of dollars for internet. They're just not going to. They refuse to spend that kind of money. It's not financially feasible. If they spent that money to upgrade the infrastructure, everybody in the park rent would go up like $150 a month. People are not going to spend $150 more rent just to have the ability to buy Spectrum. So on top of that, you spend $50 on top of that. Your monthly cost would be $200 a month for Spectrum. I'm like, yeah, I'm not spending that. So my boss said not my boss, my landlord is saying he's looking at other companies that might come in that'll do it for either way cheaper or they won't charge anything and maybe they get like government subsidies or something to pay for it. And then they can come in and, well, if they can do that, if we can get somebody to come in, then at least we have a solution. Because I just want a wired. It doesn't have to be fiber optic, but, it could be just standard cable. Cable's fine. I'd be fine with a cable infrastructure. Because it'd be a lot better than this shit. Like, by a mile. Like, by a huge mile. It'd be way better. And it doesn't even have to be lightning fast. Even if it's like, I'd be fine with 100 megabyte download, 10 meg upload. I'd be fine with that. I could totally stream on that. That would be perfectly suitable for me. Well, yeah, I know. Well, the thing is, we do have multiple people living. We split the cost on Starlink. It's still too much, though. I mean, if I can just wait for T-Mobile, and their internet's $50 a month, and we would get a $30 a month discount because of we have somebody that lives here that has care. So you would only pay $20 a month for T-Mobile home internet. And then I just had to spend about $200-300 on the equipment to upgrade it. I'd have to install the infrastructure so I can get a strong signal. Oh yeah, it's too much for one person. I would never put that on one person's plate. That's just too much. It's too much to ask. So I wouldn't do that to somebody. But yeah, I don't mind. But I'm hoping T-Mobile is a better option because 5G home internet is becoming pretty popular. You know, it's not the perfect solution, but it's a much better solution than what I have now. Way faster. You know, the only thing is I will have to spend money on equipment to make sure. I'd have to probably have a professional come out and install it. I'd look for somebody that would, you know, I'd have to pay $200 for the equipment, and then I got to get someone that can install it on the roof, calibrate it, hook it up in my house. I'd probably have to drill holes and everything, and then I'd have to hook it up to to the uh, uh, the what do you call it? The uh, the T-Mobile. I forgot what they call it. Basically, it's like the modem. Their modem, the wireless modem. You'd have to configure that. Like that would be the way to do it. I'm guessing if I had someone do it, it's going to cost me probably a couple $100. So we're looking at probably like $200 for the installation and $200 for the equipment, plus $20 a month. I don't mind spending that. To me, that's worth an investment. You know, I'd be like, hey, everybody's rent's going to go up like $10 a month for a couple of years. You know, I think that's fair to pay for the equipment. You know, because it's only going to make our life better. So.
Welcome. Thank you.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, let me see more.
Welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I get so much crap. This is hilarious. But yeah, that's my predicament, K2. So I know I know a lot of people want to watch me play fighting games, but just please understand my predicament. I'm in a pickle. You know, I wish there was another way to do it. But T-Mobile home internet looks to be the only. I'm hoping the one I did hear that was pretty good for gaming. Instead of all the wireless ones, they say Verizon is really good. It's more expensive, but I did also hear that they can install the booster antenna for you for a small fee. So that's a good thing with them. I basically be paying $40 a month with them after my discount, and I would be on their premium internet. And theirs goes up to like I think 900 megs per second. And they would be able to install the antenna. I think the installation's like $100-$200 on there. But I heard like their service overall is more reliable than T-Mobile's. So that would probably be the best choice I could get. If they can, I can have them do it. They'll professionally install it. Make sure I get a 4 to 5 bar signal. That would probably be the best option. The absolute best option. And it'd probably be, the most inexpensive option in terms of total costs. But I gotta wait for it to come here. I don't know when the home internet's coming here. They've been saying it for over a year now. They say it's coming. They say, they just don't know when. They said it could be You know, 5 months from now, it could be a month, it could be another year. Because I've been on their waiting list for a year already. I've been telling them, like, I've contacted them multiple times saying, hey, you know, I want service. Like, you know, I'm gonna drop this company once they get service. Unless this company can match what they offer and they can improve my signal. I know they got new equipment that they said that goes through like trees and stuff to boost the signal, which is nice. But they're charging like $100 a month, and it's not going to be much faster. It's going to be 100 meg download, 20 meg upload. So I mean that's not bad, but I'd have to pay $100 a month. That I can get guaranteed. That I can get, but I have to be. I'm going to be locked in a 2-year contract, and I don't really want to bother with that. So I'd rather, if there wasn't a contract, I would consider it. I'd be like, if you can get it on my roof, rewire the whole thing, and give me that speed, and the service is more reliable, I'm down. You know, if it's $100 a month, you know, and it's just, you know, I could cancel anytime, I'd be okay with that. You know, even my dad say I'd go for it. You know, if we got to spend an extra $30 a month to get double the speed and more reliable service, I would do it. But the problem is they want us to spend, not only do they want us to sign up for a 2-year commitment, I have to rent out their modem, which is like, really? I can't use my own modem? My own router? The router costs like $20 a month lease. So, and you know, I'd have to do that for 2 years. So I'm like, that's like, what is that? That's $480 for 2 years, just for the router. Like, dude, I can buy a good router for like anywhere from $50 to $100, like a good one. And you know, why can't I use that? Why do I have to use, you know, your router? But that's a way for them to stick it to you. Like, oh, you have to use our equipment. I'm like, that's bullshit. I should be able to buy my own equipment. Just tell me which one is compatible with your service. I'll go buy it. And, you know, I don't mind spending $100 on a new router. I can, you know, brand new. They can configure for it. I'll pay the $50 fee for installing it. And then, you know, I said charge me the $80 a month. Because right now we're paying 70, so it would go up $10 for the new service. And then they said they would do all the line installation and everything for free. And they would put the new equipment on. But I like, again, the 2-year commitment, I was like, yeah, I don't really want to commit to it. I really don't. I just don't think it's worth it. So, but yeah, that's my predicament, dude. So, I have an option, I just don't want to take it. It's just too expensive. I'm hoping what's happening is when T-Mobile comes in there, it's going to pressure them. And then they're going to be like, yeah, we can't charge this because everybody's going to just pick T-Mobile over us. You know, why would I pick you when T-Mobile is far superior? You need to offer me something that T-Mobile, you know, give me better service. You know, I'll stick with you guys if you can work the best it can. And it's like, okay. Because when I first moved in, my fighting games was okay. Like, it was okay. It was better than what it was now. It used to be a lot better. Like, when I first got the service, the connection was much better. Like, I didn't have as much interference. Like, nowhere near. Now, has this gone over time? Like, man, the service has really, like, kind of taken a shit. Like, it's really gone downhill. Like, it was great in the beginning. Like, the beginning, I was surprised at how fast everything was. Now it's like, it's gotten really slow. Just irresponsive.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mm. Oh yes.
Welcome. Thank you.
I bought everything because I'm an asshole. I bought everything.
Thank you.
Look at all the bullets I have now. I have so much bullets. It's hilarious. I have all the bullets. Guys, so I'm in heaven right now. This is too funny. It's fucking crazy. I got all the bullets. This is funny. I'm so overpowered right now. This is gonna be hilarious when I fight the last boss. But I'm ready, boys. Let's go do it. Have I seen Velma's Chain? I don't play multiverses. I don't like multiverses, to be honest. I don't like multiverses at all. I don't like Smash Brothers games. I'm tired of Smash Brothers. I'm literally done with those games. I have no interest in them. I don't keep up to date on it. I don't pay attention to it. I don't give a shit. And I've quit a lot of stuff, surprisingly. Like I said, I don't play Genshin Impact anymore. I quit, which was hard for me to, I was sad. I was like, I liked the game. I liked the characters. I liked the world. I just can't stand the game. I'm just sick of it. You need my opinion? Why do you need my opinion, George? I don't play it. So how would I know anything? I don't know shit. What is the opinion for?
Oh, my little, why are you trying to run away from home? I will teach you good manners by this.
Oh, okay, listen. I didn't know anything about it. Let's see how fast I take this dude. That's so much healing. Oh, really? They changed it all because of LeBron James. Like, really? Oh, he can go up there now. He fucking glitched me out. Oh my god, that's hilarious. He glitched. He hit me so hard I glitched out. It's hilarious. Oh my god. He literally hit me through the floor and I couldn't get out of the floor. Oh god, don't go up there. He literally, it breaks the game. Like, holy cow, yeah, don't go up the stairs and fight him. He literally hits you out of the fucking geometry of the game. Oh, okay, the police patrol would actually take the... Oh, okay. Yeah, that can... Yeah, you gotta be careful with stuff like that, man. I didn't know about that, yeah. It's hilarious. Let's try it with the machine gun. Oh, you need both slots for the machine gun. Can't use a sub-weapon. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Yeah, I know why. I mean, yeah, it definitely comes out, the connotation of it comes out. It's not like, that's not why it was designed that way, but people will totally take it that way. You gotta be careful with stuff like that, because people will definitely spin things the absolute wrong way. They will make it look, just because of the way the situation is, it's racist. It's like, oh man, it's like, that's not the intention of that, But people will construe it that way and say, "Oh, you designed it intentionally like that. You just want to put, colored people in jail." I'm like, no, it's not. It's like, it's just this. It's a victim of circumstance, It's just like the way the character's moveset, when lined up with a certain character, it's just like, oh, it could totally come off that way, even though it was not intended like that. And then, oh, Vilma's racist. I'm like, that's not because they made the character racist. It's because it's just in the circumstance of how it happened. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be a rough fight. Even with me fully powered, like it's still really hard. Like wow, I'm like so powered up right now, and it's like I'm not even hurting him, really. Like this weapon's pretty weak. I ain't gonna lie. This pistol is fucking weak. Holy crap! For the ultimate weapon, it's sure pretty weak. It doesn't do them. It does like less than my shotgun. It's good for like trash mobs, but for the boss, it just seems like wow, this thing kind of sucks. It could be a balance issue too. Maybe he didn't balance the weapons right for the boss. Because I know this game has a lot of glitches. Even with my defense boost, like man, he's doing so much damage to me. Like one swipe does like a third of my life, even with my defense boost. Man, that's a lot. And he can combo hit you too, which really sucks. Like he can hit you literally 3 times in a row, and you can't get out of it. Let's see if this will be the time. She reloads so slow. Can you do the bug game where the bus gets stuck in the stairs? Man, I can. And it's moving. I don't know why you want me to do that. Try to beat the game right now. I'm at the end right now. A lot of work. Yeah. I hate that combo, dude. He hits you, and then he grabs you, it's instant death. Like, that's a really nasty combo. He still had a half of his life left. I'm surprised I'm having this much trouble with this boss. this is not an easy boss. They made this really hard. Like I said, like this boss is very difficult. Even with, like I said, I have the most powerful weapons in the game, and it doesn't seem to really make a difference. Like, I'm probably better off firing using the pistol. Because that's how I beat it last time. I literally used the pistol and killed him with the pistol. And it was doing decent damage. But yeah, this is like, wow, it's like for how much ammunition I have and how much firepower I have, I feel very underwhelmed. And I can't heal effectively because, stun. He's stunning me constantly. I can't heal. So he stun locks you and you can't pause the button when he hits you. He can't heal. You have to be out of hit stun to pause the game. So literally he could just stun lock you to death. So basically he pounds you, he punches you, and then he grabs you. It's full life combo. It's just like, that's fucking bullshit to me. I shouldn't do that. Like, literally, like, it's like, yeah, this is such a cheap fight. Holy shit, dude. It's like, he made it harder, I noticed. Like, it was easier the first time. Like, he literally made this fight really hard. Like, my god, like, he really cranked the difficulty on this fight. I guess people complaining that the original fight was too easy. Now it's like, it's really stupid hard now. Yeah. This is gonna be a while. It's probably gonna be at least a half hour for me to beat this boss. But yeah, I wasn't expecting this to be that hard. Like, this makes every other fight look like a joke. Like, we cranked that shit up to a 12, man. I was like, oh yeah, you think you're gonna beat this boss? No, he's gonna just combo you and kill you. And then if he gets too many minions up, the ease bosses are harder because you need faster reflexes. I think. This boss is just hard because he's cheap. He has a lot of cheap mechanics. I definitely feel like I'm getting cheesed really hard. It's not so much the skill factor, it's just I'm getting cheesed. I definitely feel like I'm getting cheated out of my victory. And you can't reload, I notice, when you fight him. He recovers too fast. Like I said, he reloads. Oh, man. at that shit, man. It's designed to get you. Yeah, see that? And then he grabs you. It's like, wow, it's like, that's a bullshit combo. I hit him 3 times, I think. Yeah, it's like, he literally could just hit you like 2-3 times in a combo. You take it. Thank you. It's all 17 of my health bits. That's right. It does like half-life. Yeah, half-life for this shit. Yeah, I can't do it. It won't let me. This is so fucking hard. Like, it's a pain to hit him. It's like, it doesn't give you any time. You're too busy trying to dodge stuff and reload your ammo. You can't reload if he's take way too long. Takes way too long. Reload. The reloading's killing me. It's like literally it takes like 5 seconds to reload on a pistol. But why is it so slow? Come in. Grab me. Yeah, this is such bullshit. He's gonna keep me in the corner and this infinite combo. Okay, that wasn't supposed to happen. Yeah, just like this is so hard because I can't do anything. Literally just running away. And then the time it just takes way too long to reload. I think that's the biggest thing it needs to work on. Reload is just horrendously bad. It should not be this bad for something that you're required to do. No, there's like 3 endings now. This is guessing this is the bandit. Yeah, before it was just 1 ending. Now it's 2 endings. Maybe it's time-based or number of continues. I don't know how you get all the endings. No, it's not. I think that was the worst ending. I think because I remember before you escape, but there was only 1 ending before. He added 2 more endings, so there's 3 endings now. So I don't know how to get the other. I know there's a new game plus. So I'm not gonna do that today. I'm gonna do that probably later in the future. Play New Game Plus. There's a lot of secrets. Yeah, that fight was a bitch, man. God damn, that fight was a bitch. The reload is just awful. I might need to use a different set of equipment for this fight. Because the reload was killing me, man. The reload is... The only time you can safely reload is when he's doing his mob creation move, when he's summoning a pet. It's the only time you can reload safely. If it's any other time, it's impossible to reload without getting hit. Even if you're far away, because they'll just super jump and stomp on. So I think you need to either use a different... I know there's a body that helps decrease reload speed, but it has really poor defense, so that's the only thing I'm going to take a ton of damage. But if I can reload really fast, I shouldn't get hit. I'll play it again. This is my second time beating it. I enjoyed this game. That fight is annoying. I thought the first boss was annoying, man. That boss is bad. Like he gets too many pets out, man. It's really hard to focus on your targets. It's like there's just so many targets hitting you, and you're just like constantly trying to keep away. You don't have a really fast option to dispose of them. I mean, you could probably use the machine gun. The machine gun's pretty fast. Not very strong, but it does have a lot of bullets. And the reload's not as slow. Maybe that'll probably be better instead of using that. It gives you a lot of that pistol ammo. It's what's funny. It was supposed to be one of the best. Yeah, I agree. I think the reloading is way too slow. For that boss, it's like it's almost impossible to reload. Because unless you're using a really fast reload weapon that's really weak, and you have the reload of the body armor speeding decrease, then you can probably get away with it. But then you're going to be doing very little damage. It just seems like the stronger weapons, even though they're supposed to be stronger, they don't seem that much stronger. It's like there's more drawback to them than anything. I think he needs to, I think the reload definitely needs to be increased a little bit. Like, it doesn't have to be like 50% increase. It's just, decrease. I think maybe like 20% decreased. It's literally like, oh, let me reload my shotgun. 1, 2, cock gun. I'm like, you don't do that when you're in that much of a panic. You're like, boom, boom, click. It'd be like within a second or two, not like 4 seconds to reload. It should be like a third, 2/3 of that, if that. So yeah, I think if they I'm gonna put that in there. He needs to address that because I think the reload speed is a little too slow. Like I said, even yeah, they reload quicker. Also, even in the Resident Evil other games, they don't reload that slow. Like, and she's supposed to be part of the military. It's like, dude, she knows how to reload a weapon. She's not like she's incompetent. So, definitely think he needs to tweak it. It needs to be a little bit better. Like, tweak it a little bit. I like say, that was my only real issue with the game, minus all the glitches. There's like numerous glitches. I'm gonna report it on this website on the Steam forum. They'll tell me. There's an infinite item respawn, 2 infinite item respawn glitches. One with the metal. I forgot the name of the metal. There's a metal, and then there's the fourth boss's cogwheel bag respawns every time you zone. So you can literally get infinite money. So those 2 things need to be fixed, because that isn't supposed to happen. It literally just respawns over and over and over and over and over and over. You can just keep grabbing it over and over. That's how I was able to get like 700 money. I was like, oh, bought the whole store. I'm like, you're not supposed to do that. Yeah, there's also other costs. There was a lot of secrets in here too that I couldn't figure out how to get. Guess that's her. Yeah, this is her. Yeah, this is all new right there. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I missed. I don't know how, there was a lot of doors I couldn't open. There was at least like 4 doors I couldn't open. I don't know how to open them. And there was like also 2 secrets where like it was behind a wall. What the fuck? What? I guess she did get away? Okay, I guess she's a doll now. So I guess she escaped as a doll. Then she had doll hands. There's New Game Plus. Alright. That's cool, like I said. She got Five Nights at Freddy's, yeah, pretty much. I'm just gonna check what this is about. I'm gonna see how it's different. I know there's an achievement. Let me skip all this shit. Glad there's a fast forward. See, that's the one you have. Military, fast reload. Yeah, I know what Five Nights at Freddy's is.
You found something? What is it?
Fresh footprints.
I'm gonna check something. There's an achievement I want to do in the beginning of the game.
Let's check this house.
I want to see if I can do it.
See if we can find more tracks.
The first achievement in this game is really hard to get. You have to fight these 3 like spider things, and
Yes, three.
And you have to kill all 3 of them before they pull you under. I couldn't even kill one. Like, they're so fast. I don't know if you're supposed to use the sword on them, but I was having trouble killing one. I could not. I was trying to use the pistol. I was like, oh my god, even with the pistol, it's really hard. I wonder if I could use it with a sword. Because you don't get any healing. You don't get anything. Maybe. I want to check something. I'd never noticed she had a flare in her inventory. I'm wondering.
Sorry for
I'm wondering.
calling
So, I'm the only one living around here? Where are all your neighbors?
Everyone went to work in the big cities. Since factory work
You gotta
was
wait for
highly
them to finish
remote
talking.
and ground more works to
I'm
do.
wondering if you have to use that flare. Because I just noticed.
About you? Why did you stay here?
I noticed right here. I'm wondering if that's how you kill these things. Because I never noticed it. Maybe it'll come. Maybe it'll let you
I'm
use it when
already
those
too
enemies will
old
pop
for
up.
that.
That would explain why you can kill it.
You need to cherche the pen.
Yes, exactly. The doors have been shut tight.
Yeah.
For quite
I mean,
a
it's
while.
actually pretty popular. This game is actually
What do you do?
a lot of people like it. The guy is very receptive to his criticism.
Just some reading.
It's made by one guy.
And sometimes
Um,
I go for
he,
a walk outside.
he works on the game very fast. Like he's already put out 2 patches after the first. He's already put out 2 huge patch fixes within 2 days of the game coming out, which is pretty crazy. Most developers don't do that. No, but he says it bothers him that if the game isn't perfect. He's like he wants the game to be amazing, and it's a good game. I hope he adds more stuff to it. I would like him to add a full screen widescreen support, maybe higher resolution. I mean, I understand he's doing the 4x3 thing to make it look like PlayStation era. But I hope he takes more criticism. Like, I hope he improves it even more. But it's a good game. It's a good, solid 10-hour game.
other than it's him.
Not too quick.
Sam, what are you doing?
I swallowed my
You don't know what you can.
Alisa, don't let me finish.
He's still active in the doctor. Don't worry, I'll catch him.
Oh, she gives him. Oh, she gives it to him. Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, I didn't realize that. Hey, never mind. You can't use the flare, so you have to use your skill. Yeah, it's nice when you see a developer actually care like that. They actually want to make it the best it can be. Nice seeing, like, I appreciate things like that. The graphics, I don't really care about the graphics. I care more about the, good gameplay, good storytelling. It's fun. You feel very accomplished when you play it. Nice experience, The graphics don't mean shit to me. This game looks like shit, if you think about it, but it's compared to today's standards. Yeah, these things are really bad. Yeah, you have to kill 3 of these things. Really? Yeah, he's taking a lot of hits. It's gonna take a while. It's two down. Oh no. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Did I get the achievement? Yeah, there it is. Elite Soldier. I got it. Achievement unlocked. So yeah, you just get an achievement. The cutscene's the same. That's pretty cool. So basically, use the sword. Don't use the gun. That's New Game Plus. I should have all my stuff with me.
Well, how much?
Look at that big old bag of money. Oh, it actually gives you money for beating them. Oh, that's pretty cool. I should get money for beating them. Yeah, I don't think you get. You have to wait till you get to your. You have to wait till you get to the first checkpoint, I think, to get all the New Game Plus stuff. Yeah, that's the first outfit you get. It's she's an adult. This is normal. Oh, yeah, I forgot she. Yeah, I forgot. If you forget, you can punch. Save ammo. Yeah, that's her default costume.
Hey, you! No, don't shoot! I can help you.
Who are you? What is this?
My name is Paul. And this is Laura.
Don't have? No, tell me what's going on here. And why are we wearing this dress?
Yes. Well,
It's funny. Dialogue is all right.
but if you can bring some two wheels, like this one, maybe put your teeth down to the top.
Hey, don't spoil it.
Don't feel it.
Fine.
Don't do it on that thing. I get mad at you. His character's pretty cute.
Welcome.
So they kept everything.
Oh, that's terrible. You will take care of your possessions. Now, take a look inside.
Should maintain everything. Let's see what that. Yep, you get everything. You don't get a lot of ammo though. It keeps everything.
Welcome. Thank you, thank you. Thank you.
It's pretty cool though. I still wonder if I can get all the other. I missed a lot of stuff. I just don't know how to get it. You like her? No, the reason why I'm using this item because it has a detector. This thing, well, unless it doesn't work now, but this thing's supposed to be able to detect items. I know I look like the queen from Snow White. Yeah, I noticed its detector's not working. I don't think I have the detector yet. Yeah, she has different outfits she can wear. Yeah, I like the army outfit. Makes her look cute. I think she looks really cute with the army outfit. Army outfit, like I said, is good for reloading. But as far as the best item, as far as overall, is honestly... Oh, there it is. I guess it didn't work. That one's good for water. I guess it doesn't work. I guess it's broken. I don't think the item's working right now. But yeah, the best item is this one. This has 40% defense. That one has best defense. But this one's best for healing. This is the strongest healing item. But I wouldn't fight with it. Yeah, if you're just purely fighting and you want to have survival, it's that one. But I do like this for the reload. The reload is really useful. See, when she reloads a pistol with it, it's fairly fast. But compared to other stuff, it's like the other guns, it's not as fast. Yeah. This one's hilarious. This item's hilarious. Like when I saw this, you're in a straight jacket. Your defense is the highest in the game, I think. Almost the highest, but yeah, you cannot equip anything. But there's a charge attack. I think that's hilarious. This shit's funny. This is a hilarious item. Use the straight jacket, man. I'm wondering if there's like secrets with this. Like you could run into walls. I seriously wonder that, but that's a funny item. I thought that item was just super fucking hilarious. Cool, she has a sword and shield. There's a lot of cool items in this game. I definitely want to collect all the stuff in this game. Bink, bink. Am I even hurting this bitch? It literally doesn't work on her. I think it's literally just resonating with her blubber. Like it makes that thing sound. I literally think it just makes that thing sound because it's like it's pairing the fat. I've never beaten this with a sword. I don't even know if it's possible. I don't think you can kill it with a sword. Yeah, I don't think you can. Yeah, I think it's literally her fat's parrying your sword. I think you have to shoot it with a gun. No, I don't think you can shoot with a gun. I think you have to use a big gun to kill it. I don't think you can use a sword. You have to use a high-powered gun. Alright. That's interesting, though. Stop right now. I'll play it. I just wanted to chest it out. That's cool, though. I don't want to play through it again. I already played through it twice. I'll play through it another time. Like, probably maybe at the end of the year or something. When I don't have a game to play. I'll go back. I'll come back to this. So, it's a fun game, though. I do recommend picking it up, Advancer, if you haven't. If you're kind of curious about it. It's definitely worth the playthrough. It's right now. It's on sale for like $11. So if you're curious about picking it up, I would go for it. It's almost 4. Well, the internet's gotten stable right now. It's not backing up anymore. The internet's been pretty stable for a while. Just hiccups in there, but yeah, today's been particularly bad with the internet. Got better though. It's a lot better now. Yeah, just times, man. It gets really fucking bad. I'm just chilling right now. I've already played what I want to play. Um, like I said, let me look through my stuff. But yeah, like I said, the Adventure. If you want to buy that game, like I said, I recommend it. Like I said, it's on sale right now. It's not gonna get any cheaper. So if you're looking for it, just look it up. It's $12. Yeah, $11. It's cheap, very cheap. So it's a good 10-hour game, and it has replayability. So definitely, I would play through it at least twice. But it's about a 10-hour game. Yeah, I see 10 hours. Yeah. Beat it the first time I beat it, it was about 11. Second time I beat it about 10. So, like I said, this is the cheapest you're gonna get it. The guy even said that it's probably not going to get any cheaper anytime soon. He said maybe I'm guessing maybe holiday sale might, but he did say that the price, that is a good price. So I mean, unless you're willing to wait a while, it's up to you. I do recommend you pick it up. Definitely a solid. It's a solid. It's a very solid indie horror game. I'm always looking for games like this. Like, been looking around, like new releases, games like that. There's a couple more I found that look interesting. Yeah, I saw this one, Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I want to check that out. Signalist looked interesting. Uh, yeah, Callisto Protocol looks really amazing. There's a couple other games that I don't care. Ease 8 and E7 and Ease 8. No, I understand. This one I'm skeptical on. This one looks really good, but it's made by the same team that worked on fucking. Do you know these guys? They make these Outbreak games. They're so bad. Like I played this one. This game's terrible. Like holy crap, is it bad? Like it's really really janky. It plays like shit. The puzzles and all that are very boring. Like it's so much of the same shit. Like it just doesn't play good. I heard the new one, this one is probably their best one. But even then, look, it just came out and it's already 70% off. It's like, God, dude, it's only been out for fucking 5 months and they've already knocked it down 70%. That to me is a red flag. Like that to me does not. I heard somebody gave a review and they said this game's trash. So it's not a very polished Resident Evil game. It looks okay. Like the new one looks amazing. this graphics on this shit looks amazing.
This seems
Like this, the production value on this looks really good. But I'm predicting the gameplay is going to be the same janky crap.
prosperity and evolution now.
It looks better. Like I said, I will say the graphics have definitely taken a step forward. But like, what about the gameplay?
I will escape this at all costs. We will wait for this nightmare. Kaboom, motherfucker.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of skeptical. It's getting kickstarted. I know it already met its goal, but I really hope like this is a lot better than the previous games. Like it's just, like I said, it met the goal. It's nice that it hit the goal, you know. But I'm just skeptical with this company. I'm definitely not gonna. I'm not gonna give these guys money. Like, how much you gotta pay for the game? Oh, $27. I don't know. I have a feeling this game is not gonna be as polished as it looks. I mean, I could play the teaser, but at the same time, there's not much to it. I'll keep an eye on it, but I'm kind of skeptical about this game. I don't think it's going to be that great. Yeah, this game looked really good. Hollow Body, if you like. This game reminded me of Silent Hill. This game looked really good. You might be interested in this. Like a cyberpunkish, futuristic Silent Hill. Graphics look like PS3 graphics, like nothing particularly amazing, but it definitely has that Silent Hill feel to it. Teller games? No, I don't like a teller. Not into those kind of games. I played a Teller Risa and I didn't like it. I thought it was really boring. Girls look good. Like I said, the tits and ass were fucking amazing on that game. Like, holy crap, the girls are so hot. But the gameplay was really boring. The crafting system was interesting, but the fucking actual story and it just boring as shit, dude. I was not interested in the character at all. Like, she just has big boobs and thick legs, and it was just like, oh, cool. I mean, it's a good cock tease. I mean, that's about it. But outside of that, I didn't think it was anything special. So anybody that's played a Teleriza, I really don't think you're missing out on much. Rune Factory 5? I've heard of that. Isn't it the same company? What's up, Sora? How you doing? I know I've heard of this before. It's the same company, right? Oh, this game. I've seen this, yeah. It's marvelous. I wouldn't play this. Doesn't look like my cup of tea. I don't know, I look at these games, like, I know they're all super cutesy, but the games look really shallow. They're just typical dungeon spelunkers. Like, like I like the fact that it's action oriented, but it just looks it looks like a simplified Ease game. Like Ease does this way better. Ease is a lot more, intense. The combat is more interesting. This looks really basic. Like there's no jumping, there's no special moves, it's just attack and magic. It's so basic. It doesn't seem like there's much to it. Harvest Moon, but yeah, the dungeons look really linear. Like they're just literally there's no depth. Typical Japanese PS2 era style dungeon spelunking. Yeah, it looks simple. Like the movement looks good. I mean, the game looks fluid. I'll give it that. But the combat looks so basic. It's like a really basic Ease game. Like Ease is really amazing with the movement and the options that you have, and it's really intense. Music's really intense. Yeah, this looks really bland. Like it just looks like Ease does it way better. Ease is like all over the place, crazy combos, really fast-paced action. And the music's pumping you up to play it. Sakura Rice and Runes, that one's alright. The dungeon in Rune Factory 4 is decent. Like you look at Ease, like look at Ease 8, and then look at this game, and you're like, Ease 8's like 20 times better than that game. So, yeah, I wouldn't play Rune Factory. It just looks like a really simple Ease game, and it's just overly simple. Yeah, this is coming out next month. I don't know if you saw this. Miss Kobayashi. Dragon Maid. I might pick this up. If it's a good bullet hell. I was like, because I do like Miss Kobayashi. It's a cute anime. I like the girls. It's funny. I wonder if it's a good Danmaku. It looks good, but I want to see more of it. I'm glad it's coming to PC. So I'll probably pick this up. I'll see how it is. Nah, it's not. It's coming out next month. It comes out October. So this is the director's cut. I guess it has like extra stuff in it. Like it has more artwork and I think an extra difficulty. So I want to check it out though. So I hope it's not like a $60 game because no one's gonna buy it. It's Bullet Hell. It's Danmaku. Let me see if I can find a video of it. Let's cool boy. PS5. Let me show you. You can look at it here. Voice acting. It has the voice acting from the show. That's cool. It's fully voice acted. That's nice. I like that. The fact that it's fully voice acted is really nice. And I feel, you stand there and dumb. Pretty good. Well, you can actually change in a free character. Change the 3 different characters. Pretty cool though, you can change characters. Multi-switching, which is nice. Oh god, fucking her clothes ripped. That's fucking hot. It's pretty hot, like she knocks off her clothes and she gets hit with bullets. That's weird. Pretty cool though.
すごい迫力だね。黒くて目も光ってて。
Caladier's Praise. I remember that game. I do like the fact that it's voice acting. It's the big seller for me. I usually hate when these games have no voice acting whatsoever. It's so when it actually enhances the experience. Seems like a decent game. I'll buy it if it's cheap. Just because I like the show. I do appreciate they got the original voice actors. Cal and Elmo, just give me those two girls. I'd be happy. That's cool though. Let's check it out. I want to see the boss battle. Curious, like the difficulty. If the newer difficulties are not a lot harder. It doesn't look that good. It's pretty cool. That's cool. That's cute. It looks super cute. I love the fan service. A lot of fan service. But it looks like a decent, it looks like a competent shooter. I'm just curious what the difficulty increase, like it says, yeah, director cut includes more illustration, adjust difficulty for each stage, evolving into greater authentic shooter. So I'm wondering if this is like the director's cut difficulty is like much harder. So it feels more like a true Danmaku. So, because it does look pretty easy. To me, it does. Like, this looks pretty tame for a Danmaku. But I wonder if the director's cut maybe it's a lot better. It's cool. I'll check it out. But if it's going to be like one of those $60 games, I ain't fucking getting that. Like, fuck that shit. Like, if they're going to charge like $60 for this game, I'm like, nope, never mind. Because that's what happened with the last two Bullet Hells. That pissed me the fuck off. Like, with Death Smiles, I'm so pissed off about that shit. You know, they did that to Death Smiles, and they did that to, what's it, Remelia. You know, this one. It's like, really, guys, why would you charge this much money for this old-ass game? You know, they charge this ridiculous amount of money. You know, for you to get all this shit. And it's just like, yeah, I could see why people booed it. Because it's just like, it's greed. Like, it's a good game, but it's not worth $30. It's at best 20. And it should have came with all the stuff for $20. I don't even care because it had voice acting. There's not enough replay value. Like, you beat it once, you beat the bonus mode, you're done. You don't ever got to do it again. So, like, the game's good. Like, I wouldn't have minded if it was a collection. Like, if it came with both games, with all these bonuses in it, I'd pay $30, you know, for sure. $15 a game. I'd be like, hell yeah. But they're charging $30 just for the base, and it doesn't come with any of the extras. And once they charge you $50 for it, I'm like, yeah, like fuck you. Like, I got really pissed off with this. I was like, this is kind of sad. I even put on there, this is a joke. Like, I was really upset. I was like, you guys, man, 2 games. It's a good game. This is definitely one of the best Toho games, but it's just too expensive. And they did the same thing with Death Smiles. They put the collection, this one, and then they charge you fucking, what was it, $65 with the extra characters and the remix music, plus the 2 games. I'm like, $65 for this old ass shit. This should have had everything included for $30. If you would have charged $30 for this with all the extras for both games, I would have paid it. But you're charging $65 for this crap? Like, fuck that. I know it's one of the best bullet hells ever made, but it's like, you're just gouging people. I can't agree with this. It's like, it hardly sold. I put on there, like, don't buy this shit. So I always say, what a colossal letdown. So I put it right here. Pricing on this game is awful. Do not buy. Like, whoever, again, these companies, they think they can charge this much money for these old ass games. These games are fucking 13 years old. Like, this is not cutting edge. It's just a port. It's a port of the Xbox version. That's all it is. They literally just ported the Xbox version. Ported it and then put it in English. That's all they do. It's the most laziest thing you can do. And then they added these were DLC. These extras were in the iOS version of the game, so they just added that in there. It was like, okay, cool, but it just doesn't justify the price. It's just the game's old. So I hate when companies do this shit. It pisses me the fuck off. So I didn't buy any of them. I was like, you know what? You're not getting a dime from me. I was excited to get them. Like, oh yeah, I can't wait to add these to my collection. When I saw that price tag, I said, nope. And I just said, I'm done. See you later. Don't talk to me. Our business is done here, and I'm finished. Yeah, I honestly thinking auto battle in turn-based RPGs is a sign that your game is shallow, because it doesn't sound very engaging. So you basically put a bypass measure to fast forward. It's like fast forward. That's basically what it is. You're putting a fast forward feature on your game. You're basically saying, oh, for people that don't want to play the game and just want to get to the story because the gameplay is boring, there's an auto fight option. It's like, well, what's the point of playing the game when you have a fast forward option? It's like it's you might as well just cut all the game out and just watch the story. You might as well just go online and say, can I get the story condensed version of the game? Like, I'd rather just watch anime cutscenes than play the game. That's literally what you're telling me. So, I don't know. When you have a feature like that in an RPG, where literally the game plays for you, to me, it just sounds really boring. To me, it just sounds your game is boring. So, that's what they did with Disgaea. The latest Disgaea 6, it has autoplay mode. It literally plays by itself. Because people know how grindingly boring it gets, but also the game hasn't really changed at all. It hasn't evolved. The game's still stuck in its same rut. So they just keep making the same shit. And the storylines haven't even been getting that much better. Like, the story in the later games gets really bad. Like those games stories were good in the first couple games, and I heard they slowly been getting worse. I heard Six's story is really kind of whatever. Well, action. I've never seen an autoplay in an action game, but a turn-based game autoplay that just sounds boring. It just really sounds like your game is really lame. Yeah, this game's coming out. This game looked really good too. Asterios. Saw this. I was like, oh, growth looks kind of cute. This comes out next month. I saw this game's like kind of good.
Curiosity drives us forward, leading us to
Kind
explore
of my
the
favorite.
known and challenge the unknown. Yet it also makes us forget our limits and attempt to control that which should never be touched.
Map is sorry. No,
The righteous path is always fraught with danger. The curse of faith has proven this. And none of us should
looks like a
repeat
pretty
the same
confident.
mistake.
To check this out. Like I said, there's some interesting games coming out. Oh, they added autoplay and near replicant. Really? Replicant doesn't look like a boring game. That's why I play this one, Kina. It's looked interesting, kind of similar. I'll check those games out. Awaken Astral Blade. Can't say I've heard of that. Let me check. Awaken. Let's check it out. Awaken Astral Blade. Oh, there we go. This one. What is this? Oh, okay. It's not loading.
Only each night's advocates and glowing flames of war. Regrettably, hope turned out to be despair.
Yeah, it looks like, got that gory look going on. A lot of games I noticed look like kind of like having that Ori type graphic style. Yeah, doesn't look bad. Actually looks pretty good. Those look good. Looks like it's a fairly fast game. Doesn't look slow. Chinese game. That's interesting. Let's play this. Japanese. I think it's Japanese. It's interesting. Kind of like a Japanese Ori.
When is the new home?
That looks good. I'd play this. I have to check it out. I don't know when it's coming out, but it looks pretty good. Doesn't look too bad. Like, thanks for sharing that one. Yeah, like I said, there's these interesting games coming out. Toho right now. Let's see if anything in Toho. They made a new fighting game. So that's hilarious. Just looking. Seeing everything in Toho. Lost branch of. Oh, that looks pretty. That looks pretty. I just want to see. I like the artwork. The artwork looks nice. Models look pretty good. What is this supposed to be? Oh, it's a deck. Oh, it's like a deck building game. Huh. It's like playing Magic the Gathering with Toho. I can't read it. It's all in Japanese. I do like that. That's really good. Gravity circuit. I'll check it out. Okay. I like the deck building concept. I do like it. They just can't read it, bro. That's gonna be done. I want to. This really looks nice. Models look pretty good. You like the deck building. Interesting. I'll keep an eye on this one. Yeah, $30 is expensive. Yeah, I'll keep an eye on it. Yeah, I'm not gonna. It needs to be in English. I can't read it. Let me check it out. Give me a second, okay? Just going through my Toho stuff. Keep downloads the adventure. It doesn't look like anything else major. Yeah, this one I'm waiting on. It's probably one of my biggest Toho games I'm waiting on. Let's see, what is it called? Gravity circuit. No, I've seen this. Yeah, I saw this. It looks like a. It looks like Mega Man, like Game Boy color style Mega Man. That's cool. Looks cute. That's what it looks like. It looks like Mega Man. But I've seen this game. You know, surprisingly, I'm not really big on. Oh, Bang Shishigami. Everything Bang Shishigami. I mean, it looks cool. Yeah, he punches. The moveset's interesting. It's more of a melee approach rather than a buster gun. It's kind of interesting. Looks cool though. You know, surprisingly, I'm not too big on Mega Man games as much. I used to be. Like, I don't play any of the Mega Man type games. I got so bored of Mega Man. The old Mega Man games got really boring to me. Like, the last Mega Man game I've played was like Rosenkreuzstilett. That was the last one I played. This series. It's probably one of the best like Mega Man games I've played. Like, it's really cute. I love the art style and I love the robot masters. It's basically Mega Man. Yeah, it's Mega Man 2, Mega Man 3. It's pretty much just what it is. It's cute. The music's really good. But yeah, it's basically a Mega Man clone. But it is funny. It's fairly hard. But yeah, it's definitely old school. But it's good. I don't play a lot of Mega Man games, surprisingly. I think I would like them. I don't know, I haven't got back really into Mega Man. I know a lot of fans are big Mega Man fans. Like the last time I was big on Mega Man was Mega Man X. I liked Mega Man X's gameplay. I think Mega Man X's gameplay felt more evolved. I don't like old school Mega Man. I prefer a bit more chaotic. Like it's X, I think started that, and then of course Zero and stuff. Yeah, those are better. I agree. But yeah, original Mega Man, I don't like. It's way too basic for me. I prefer the more the little bit more complex dynamic movement Mega Man games, which is the newer ones. They're a lot better. Yeah, the basic ones where you kind of just jump shoot, like I don't really care for those very much. They kind of get boring after a while. It's kind of like Castlevania. I don't like I don't like was it Bloodstained, for example. You know, Curse of the Moon, which is it's a good game, which is that old school Castlevania 3 type style. It's okay. I mean, it's not bad. I'll play it. It's not my preferred cup of tea though. Like I think these games they're just aged. They're just old. I feel like the gameplay is very limited and it feels too restrictive under movement. Whereas, you play like Ritual of the Night, which is like a million times better in terms of just movement and gameplay. You just it feels overall just like a better game. Like the way you move, the way your option selects are, they're just way more dynamic, and you have more control. So like this game is vastly superior to old school Castlevania to me. I know a lot of people prefer the old school Castlevania games, but I prefer the new school. I love Symphony of the Night. I spent a lot of time on Bloodstained. I put 72 hours on this game. I love this game. It's a great game. It's fun. I can't wait for the next one. I'm still waiting for them to put all the DLC in this game. I'm gonna wait till they finish it all, the roadmap. So, it's just, basically this is gonna be the end of it. So by the end of the year, um, once this all gets implemented, I'll come back to it and play it again. 'Cause I beat it. I beat it once. I beat it twice. And then I didn't finish Zangetsu. I loved Bloodless mode. And Aurora was pretty fun too. Bloodless was really fun. I really enjoyed Bloodless campaign. But yeah, randomizer's cool. Yeah, I didn't play this Kingdom 2 crossover. Classic mode was fun. That was cute. That was a cute throwback to Castlevania 3 within the game. I thought that was kind of a neat little mode, a little bonus mode. I was like, that's cool. I like that. It's not the main attraction, but it's a nice little side. And then they're putting in the chaos mode, then the versus mode, and then the crossover area, which I heard wasn't that great. And then you got new outfits, and then you got classic mode too, which I'm kind of curious what this is. So, but yeah, this game was definitely one of my favorite games when it came out. It was such a great game. Yeah, Ritual of the Night is definitely Castlevania Symphony of the Night. It is the next best thing. Like this game's, still think Castlevania Symphony of the Night's still better, but this is a close second for sure, very close second. So I put so much time in this game and I adore it. Like it's such a great game. I really want to play the sequel. I know the sequel's in the works. I hope that like, I don't mind them using the same graphics engine and the same models and the same assets. Like if that cuts down on development time and lets it improve the game further, I'm okay with reusing assets as long as you make something special out of it. Because the assets look okay, they can still polish it up, make it look a little better. I'm sure they can make the graphics cleaner, have better, um, better filters. Put more details, like masking techniques. They can definitely make it look better, change the art style. So, but if they reuse the same models and just improve on them and just make the game even bigger and better and add more characters and stuff, I'd be fine with that. I would be completely fine with that. I hope they make, I want to see this game turn into a fleshed out series. This is going to be the new Castlevania. So I definitely want to see more of this. So I will be first in line to buy this. I don't even care if it costs $50. I'll buy it. I know it's worth it. Silk Song is still no go on that. Silk Song's in development hell, dude. Yeah, Silk Song's been in development hell. I have no idea when this shit's coming out. It's been in development hell for so long. Yeah, it's literally. So they're saying now summer 2023. But there's no official word. See, within the next year, now they're saying it's next year. So 2023, anytime that doesn't give me good hope. Where it's like, yeah, this game has been on a roller coaster with its development. Like, holy crap, man. Yeah, it's in really a bad state right now. So I don't know when this game's coming out. I want to play it. I love Hollow Knight. I definitely want to come back to Hollow Knight and play it again. I would like to play it, because I spent a good 30 hours on the original game. I didn't beat everything with all the DLC. I wish I did. Yeah, because I put almost 30 hours. Yeah, I should come back to this game. I do want to come back and beat all the DLC. I still want to come back to this, and I want to come back to Blasphemous. Because I didn't play any of the DLC in Blasphemous. So I haven't done any of the new DLC shit. I only played the base game. I know there's a bunch of DLC, so I want to come back to this too. So I got a couple games to come back. I'm not gonna do it probably till end of the year when there's nothing else to play. I'll just say I'm gonna play Blasphemous again, just to go back to it. So, man, I get a lot of it. That's hilarious. That God, like, why are the achievements so hard to get in this? Like, no one plays this game. That's crazy. Like, all the achievements I've got in this game, barely anybody. Holy crap! Like, that few people have done this. That's hilarious. People 0.1% on most of the achievements. So, man, many people didn't play this game. It's kind of funny. It's pretty funny. Like, it's crazy that people did not do a lot of the stuff in this game. Radiant Silvergun? I've played Radiant Silvergun back on. I was on the Saturn. Japanese Saturn. I remember that game. That was the. It's a precursor to Ikaruga. Yeah, it's the game. That's the game that Ikaruga was inspired from. So a lot of people know Ikaruga, but yeah, if you, the OG is definitely Radiant Silvergun. I would play it if it came out to Steam, but I don't think it will. We would have had it by now. I mean, we got Ikaruga. Ikaruga's hard, man. I still have never beaten that game. I got to the last level. I couldn't beat the last level. It gets way too hard. I would practice on that game a lot. I could get to stage 4 without dying when I was at my peak. And then, man, stage 4 would kill me so bad, and then I get to stage 5 and I just get wrecked. Yeah, Radiant Silvergun is definitely the OG, for sure. It's definitely the game that inspired a lot. So I give that game credit. You know, it's definitely inspiration. I acknowledge it. I actually, had a Saturn. I used to get the converter and play Japanese Saturn games back in the day. So back when like games like X-Men versus Street Fighter were on the Saturn, and they were like the definitive port. Like it was literally arcade perfect. You had to get like the RAM cart and then get like the CD swap trick just so you can play Japanese games on your Saturn. I remember that shit. That was good times. That was OG, baby. The real OG. Those games had like bitchin' ass soundtracks. Like you listen to those soundtracks back, like, God damn, music was so good back then. About to go to bed soon. Gotta get up in 7 hours. My friend's gonna come over at 1 o'clock. I gotta help him fix his phone. I told him to come and help him get fix it up. I gotta call my friend tomorrow and see how his internet's doing because I tried to fix his internet today and he was having problems with it. Hell Striker, Zero Ranger, and yeah, there's a lot of games. Zero Ranger. What is that on Steam too? This one? And it has that like old, definitely has an old Nintendo look to it. It's very Nintendo-ish. It's very Nintendo. Two colors, orange and black. That's cool. Yeah, it definitely has that old school shoot 'em up. It's the animations are pretty fluid. Yeah, the graphics are, despite being very 8-bitish, there's a lot of animation. It's a lot of animation, for sure. Yeah, the animation's very detailed. It looks good though. I do like I like the fluidness, how it looks. It was very fluid. Oh, my friend owns this game. It's cool though. Let's check it out. Yeah, it definitely has that 8-bit Nintendo, like Game Boy type look. Very simplified, very simple colors. Like I said, I do appreciate like I said, the fluidity of the animation. It's nice to see that level of detail. Sometimes I think like you gotta like reduce your graphics a bit. Like I don't mind people like making like 16-bit looking games if they can improve to just so they can improve the gameplay. Because sometimes I feel like you just put too much work into the graphics and then it takes away from the gameplay. But it's better to make a little simpler graphics. Like the graphic style is very simple, but you can do a lot more with it because it's not as much work. So that's why I like games like Unsighted. You know, where there's a lot of animation, there's a lot of detail, there's a lot of things going on, a lot of mechanics. You know, good gameplay, good boss design. I see. Oh, give it time to finish. Some of these games, you got to realize people take a lot of time to finish them. You know, it takes time. People don't have, especially when it's a small team. You got to realize like it's like a part-time job for them, or they just don't want to get burned out. And I don't blame them. It sucks when you have to work on something a lot and you just burn yourself out because you're just working on it so hard. It's nice to have your passion about what you like. You know, I do admire that, but I do feel that there's people out there that work so hard on games and then they just burn themselves out terribly and then they don't want to do it anymore. And when you're working on a game for like 10 years, 5 years, that's a lot of work, man, for one person, you know? All right, Gangster, take care. I'm not going to be on much longer. I'm going to go to sleep in like 10 minutes. I got to get up in 7 hours. Yeah, I think there's a point where you put too much time into a game, it can kind of just, you stop caring. Because it becomes a chore to you, and then you're like, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore. That's how I felt when I was making my Dance Dance Revolution anime mix mod game. I got so burned out making it. I was working on it for like 3 years straight. And it was just, you know, in my spare time, I wasn't even doing it part time. It's a lot of work. And, you know, people love what you do. Like, oh my God, this is so much fun. You know, it's just, even though it's a mod, but people really appreciate it. That's what drove me, because people really enjoyed my work. But after a point, I just got tired of it. And I tried to get back into it like 6, 7 years ago. And I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't. I was past the point of, like, I'm just done, you know? And then I lost my files. I was like, you know what? I really don't care anymore. So you can still find my files online, but it's one of those things of, yeah, it's a dime a dozen now. Everybody does it now. So I don't care anymore. The specialness went away. The specialness was great back then. Back then, it felt special. Back in 2000, like 2002, like almost 20 years ago, it was special as hell. Like because that was, that wasn't a thing. Mods like that were not mainstream. So people were like, "Oh shit, that mod looks amazing," and then you kind of felt kind of like you were underground, like only the hardcore people are gonna know what it is because they're the ones looking for it. I kind of miss those days when you found games like when games were a little bit more obscure because you find those like kind of like those hidden treasures that no one talked about because people didn't know. So things were more special back then, I think. Even with like anime. When anime, barely started showing up at like Blockbuster Video, you would see like 9 or 10 different animes, and that's it. That's all you see. And then you're like, oh man, what about all those other animes that don't come to the States? And you're just like, oh shit, there's so much out there that you didn't know existed. And it just opens your world to something completely new. And it felt really cool because I felt like I was getting involved with something like almost like you know like uh like you're part of a hidden cult, like a hidden clique. Like, oh, you want some of the forbidden fruit, you want some of this, you want some of the good shit. And it's like, oh yeah, and you're like, oh man, this is so cool, and you feel kind of like part of something special. Now it's like everybody knows what it is. There's really no hiddenness to things now. There's some games that are kind of low key. I mean, I've had trouble finding certain games where I'm like, I didn't even know they existed. But for the most part, yeah, the that hidden stuff doesn't really exist too much as much anymore. I think it's harder to find because it's so well known now. I'm trying to find my indie site. I try to go to sites like this. Oh, yeah, Dokoroku, that looked pretty cool. I saw this. Yeah, I look up sites like this to find like these weird games that no one talks about. Sometimes I find some pretty cool shit. Not very often, but I do find it once in a while. Yeah, I try to look through stuff like this. Yeah, I haven't seen too much. See stuff like this, I'm like, oh shit, there's a horror version of Wizard of Oz. I wanted to check this out. I like stuff like this, where it's just like it's very, take a spin. I'm very fond of taking a horror spin on like classic fairy tales. So I do like this shit. Yeah, stuff like this I think is really cool. Yeah, once in a while I do find these gems and they're like, oh shit, what game is this? And like, oh crap, like there's a Star Fox game right here. You like Star Fox? Like, check this game out. Looks like Star Fox. It's pretty cool. Definitely, it's definitely Star Fox and like Space Harrier. It's pretty cool. Yeah, there's stuff like that. neat games like that. So that's what I like. That's where I like falling in love with stuff like this where you didn't know existed and you find out it's like, oh shit, now this game looks sick. This game looks really cute. Before the night. Saw this game, I was like, art looks fucking sick on this game. I like the art on this. This looks cute. And then it gets all fucking destroyed. I definitely like this. It looks so fucking like cringy scary. So it's creepy, dude. It's so fucking gross. Hey, Buzz and Gus, everybody's gonna die. Do they have gameplay? Sprites are so cute. I love the sprite mark. It looks so. Here, I want to see what happens. I love the art. It's so adorable. It's so gory. I love how gory it is. It looks so disturbing. I like this aesthetics. I think it's fucking amazing. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna check this game out. This looks cool. This looks interesting. I'm digging. I just like the presentation. It looks so fucking cool. Definitely my style of game. Oh, definitely add that to the list. That down the road, I'll pick it up on its own sale. It's only $14. Yeah, it definitely looks interesting. Yeah, like the art style is really special. Yeah, that's what I like. I like finding stuff like that. I only found one game. Check this out. Yeah, I don't care about Fiber Steel. Saw that. Not my cup of tea. Let me bookmark this site. Keep forgetting to bookmark it. That's cool. That's cool. Got a few games to play next time, but yeah, this week's gonna be Freedom Planet because that comes out in 2 days. Comes out Tuesday. So I took 5 days off from work, so I got they have to they're gonna approve it tomorrow. But I asked my boss if I could take Tuesday off. He said I'm gonna take Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday off. So I have 5 days off. So I gotta work today and then work tomorrow. Tomorrow will be easy because I'm just gonna be training, and then I gotta do a follow up. But yeah, Sunday should be easy. Monday should be real easy, and then I got the rest of the week off. I come back, I work for 5 days, I'm off 2. Then I work 4 days, and then I'm off 4. And then I work uh, 4 days, and then I'm off 4 again. 3 days, then I'm off 2. So it's I got a lot of time off coming up. So and then October, like I said, after that I'm not gonna take any time off probably till next year. I don't think I'm gonna take any time off in November. Can't take any time off in December because I need to save up for my extra time off. And then November I'm probably gonna leave that all alone too. So I'll start building my time off again. And by February, I'll probably have to start spending it again because I'm gonna be capped on time off because right now I have 108 5 hours left of time off. Also got 2 sick days, so I got one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24. So it's 12 times 6.15. Do the math. 12 times 6.15 plus 12 times 6.15 plus 105. Yeah, I'll be out 180 hours almost. 180 hours by February, and then I'm gonna have to start taking time off again because I only have like a month, and I'm gonna be a cap. So I have to by March. I'm forced to use my time off. So I'll figure out something. But yeah, I'm gonna balance it out. Plus they're gonna give me all that time off from my holiday, which is gonna be probably 2 weeks of 2 weeks of time off. I'm gonna get extra on top of my normal time off. So I'm gonna figure out. I'll probably plan something where I have like a 9-day week. I'll take day off extra here, take 3 off there, 2 days on a weekend there, and then they'll be like, "Oh, take 4 days off," and I get 9 days off because of the way the days are structured. And then I'll do it again like another month, and I'll still have a bunch of time off. So that's a good thing about when you have that much time off. Take you can just take time off when you want to. Because usually when I get to like almost near cap, I just start spending. I'll just spend 40 hours here, 20 hours here, just because I'm going to take an extra 2 days a weekend, and then sometimes I don't feel good, and I'm just like I'm going to take a day off. I don't feel like coming in. I'm not feeling good. So that's nice too to have that sick time on top of that. And you got COVID time, which is nice. If you ever get COVID, they'll pay you for that. You can take up to 10 days off from that, which is nice. It's nice to have a lot of time off where you're just like, I'm gonna relax. I'm just gonna go do stuff I want to do. But yeah, I think for Freedom Planet, I'll probably I'm gonna try to do some other stuff too. I'm gonna need to help my mom with something. Try to help my friend with his internet probably next week. I gotta go to the doctor's on Friday, do my blood work. I got a doctor's appointment the following Friday. I'm gonna do my checkup. And I gotta schedule an eye exam. Maybe I'll do that one of these days. I'll go see my eye doctor. See how my eyes are, because my eyes should be fine. I think yeah, they're probably like, yeah, your eyes are fine. You don't have any problems. And pretty much it. I don't have a dentist appointment until December. Do my teeth cleaning like I usually do, just doing what I'm doing. And then my doctor's probably gonna get on my shit and say, "Oh, you need to lose weight." I'm like, I know. It's my fault. I know. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, probably also this week I'll probably do. I'm gonna do the lawn. I gotta cut the lawn. It's gonna start growing again. So especially with winter coming around, it's gonna start raining, and then I'm like, oh. So. Well, anyways, guys, that's it for me. I'm gonna go sleep. I gotta get up in, like I said, 7 hours. I gotta meet up with my friend. And probably I might start doing my walks tomorrow because I think the weather is gonna be good tomorrow. I think it's supposed to be cool. The weather's supposed to be calming down. Let's start 10 day this week. And, yeah, it's supposed to be nice. 85. Chance of showers. Yeah, Monday is gonna be nice. And Monday to Thursday is gonna be really nice. That's cool. Nice and cool, just not too much sunlight. High humidity though, it's something I don't like. Really high humidity. Get some breeze, it's gonna be nice. A lot of breeze, a lot of wind, a lot of wind. I notice. Get a good breeze. I'm hoping by October things start cooling down. I hate this weather right now. It's so fucking bad. Hoping. Yeah, this was awful. Yeah, this week was so bad. 107 on fucking last Sunday. Horrible. This was bad. 700. Like, Jesus. Yeah, I'm hoping by next month things start clearing up. Yeah, I'm hoping by October it really starts to tank. Go back to our good weather. Start to be nice and cool. So, hopefully by October, the weather gets really nice. And nice and chill. I don't have to turn my AC on anymore, but September is definitely the hot month. Hoping October, by the end of October, it should start getting cold. And by November, it should be really cold. In November, it starts to get really chilly. Starts to really start, like right in the beginning of November, it starts to get really cold. And starts freezing at the end of the month. I think, yeah, we're past majority of the heat. Now we're going into the cool down, so hopefully October, that's when the weather starts to get really nice. That's gonna be comfortable weather. And then October all the way to like April will be really nice. Or May. Yeah, it starts to heat up around like June. Starts to get really warm, and then July, August, September starts to August, September it gets the hottest. And like I said, it starts to cool down around October. So like I said, we just gotta get through this month, and I think we'll be back to normal. Anywho's, guys, I'm gonna see you guys later. You guys have a good night. You guys take care. Peace out.